South Africa detects a new COVID-19 variant in small numbers and are working to understand its potential implications. Scientists announced this Thursday, November 25, and say the variant called B11529 has a very unusual constellation of mutations. They add this is concerning because the mutations can evade the body's immune response and make it more transmissible. It has also been found in Botswana and Hong Kong, with the Hong Kong case a traveler from South Africa. South Africa was the first country to detect the beta variant in 2020. Asian countries meantime rushed to tighten restrictions, with Taiwan, Singapore, and India announcing stricter border controls and more rigorous COVID-19 testing. Britain, Singapore, and Japan temporarily banned flights from South Africa and nearby countries. In the Philippines, COVID-19 positivity rate stayed below 5% for 14 straight days. The Health Department reports Friday, November 26, a positivity rate of 2.5% out of almost 39,000 tests conducted in the country. The World Health Organization set the 5% positivity rate benchmark for entering the new normal, but this should be maintained for at least 2 weeks for governments to consider reopening. But Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeire says Thursday, November 25, the Philippine government won't declare just yet that the pandemic in the country has been contained. Presidential aspirant and Senator Bong Go expresses some doubts about his presidential bid in a Malacanang meeting with governors. Presidential Advisor on Political Affairs Jacinto Jing Paras tells Rappler on Thursday, November 25, Go is overwhelmed with so much work as a senator.
Nagkaroon siya ng konting doubt.
But Paras clarifies that Go's doubt was likely, be in his words, solved after most of the governors present expressed their full support. Other politicians present during the Wednesday meeting see it differently. Cagayan Governor Manuel Mamba tells Rappler Go gave the impression that he will withdraw his presidential bid. Mamba even quotes President Rodrigo Duterte as saying, "The cat is out of the bag." The Cagayan governor says Duterte also mentioned that with Go out of the picture, the president will not support any other presidential bet and will be neutral and quiet. Go has yet to officially announce his intention to withdraw, but says he will leave the final outcome to God. Meantime, Taguig Mayor Lino Cayetano, who describes himself as a certified Duterte supporter, profusely praises Manila Mayor Isko Moreno and likens him to President Rodrigo Duterte.
Ako ho talaga certified DDS. Mahal ko ang ating Pangulo. Sinuportahan ko ang ating Pangulo. Ngunit nakita ko po kay Mayor Isko Moreno yung nakita ko kay Mayor Duterte. Yung matapang. Tama, Mayor, kailangan natin. Yung Mayor na magaling.
Need more context, clarity, and perspective? Get the full picture with Rappler Plus. With exclusive content and events, you'll get an opportunity to discuss issues with reporters, experts, and featured guests while helping Rappler continue its fearless journalism. Join now.
Senator Richard Gordon hits Michael Yang after the Chinese businessman challenged the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee before the Supreme Court. Gordon calls Yang's move a desperate attempt to distract the ongoing probe into the government's anomalous pandemic contracts. Yang is challenging the Senate panel's 2 arrest warrants against him. The Senate Blue Ribbon Committee issued arrest warrants against Yang for initially failing to attend the hearings, then later for giving evasive answers to senators when he did show up. In a statement, Gordon says the Philippines has given Michael Yang so much. With Michael Yang wasting the time of the Senate and the Supreme Court, we must remember the saying that goes, "He who comes to court must come with clean hands." Senators earlier uncovered that Yang is the financier and guarantor of the controversial Pharmally Pharmaceutical Corporation. Pharmally cornered around 10 billion pesos worth of pandemic contracts under Duterte. Controversial Davao-based pastor Apollo Quiboloy red tags presidential aspirants Vice President Leni Robredo, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno, Senator Manny Pacquiao, and members of the Makabayan bloc. Quiboloy calls them communist lovers and the lawmakers group Kamatayan bloc. Quiboloy is being charged in the US for sex trafficking. In a program on his Sunshine Media Network, the pastor alleged that the politicians forged alliances with the Communist Party of the Philippines. Kibelo is critical of Robredo's position backing the abolition of the government's anti-communist task force NTF-ELCAC. Robredo spokesman Barry Gutierrez says Quibeloy's accusations are nothing but a complete lie. Moreno, who was part of the delegation to observe the peace talks between the government and the NDF, denies he is a communist or is pro-communism. General Santos counselor Franklin Gacal Jr., Pacquiao's legal advisor, says allegations made by anyone who claims to be a deity should not be taken seriously. Bayan Muna, which is part of the Makabayan bloc, calls Quibeloy's tirades as reckless and baseless red tagging. Filipino pole vault star EJ Obiena receives offers from multiple countries as he plans retirement after the Philippine Athletics Track and Field Association, or PATAFA, accused him of embezzling funds. Businessman and athletics coach Jim Lafferty tells One News, who mentors Obiena, multiple countries have taken notice of the 26-year-old following his rise in the world rankings. Obiena was the only Asian to reach the final round in the Tokyo Olympics, where he finished 11th, won silver in the Paris Diamond League in August, and broke the Asian record when he bagged gold in the Golden Roof Challenge in Austria. Obiena threatened to leave the Philippine team in the wake of PATAFA's accusations. His Ukrainian coach Vitaly Petrov testified that Obiena paid him his salary. Obiena admitted to late payments, which he said is not a crime.